Time now to introduce you to a couple of parents who are, I hope you don't mind me saying this, guys, who are pretty much going through at the moment what every parent dreads. Nigel Simpson is a firefighter, and Maxine Francis. What do you do, Maxine?
I'm an education associate.
So I have a soft spot for firefighters. I don't know if you've heard of this in the past. That's why I recognise what Nigel's doing. But it's your little boy Tommy that we're here to talk about. Just tell us why.
Tommy was diagnosed with AML, which is acute myeloid leukemia. He was diagnosed in January, and right now he's responding well to his treatment. However, we are very aware that there could be a chance that he could need a stem cell bone marrow transfer.
What was he poorly before January? What made you take him?
He basically had a temperature that just wouldn't go away, and probably for a month or so. And
so all over Christmas.
Yeah, the month before Christmas, and he was suffering a lot at nights from pains in his legs, and we took him to the doctors quite a few times with it. And we was told it's a good chance it was growing pains, but it just got so bad in the end that we took him straight up to the hospital, where they admitted him on the 22nd of December, and basically, poor little man's still there now. So,
mate,
he's had a bad time.
What have you had explained to you? Because you've obviously been on a crash course now, and that first moment. You don't bring your boy back from hospital, Nigel. I mean, you don't need anyone to tell you this is serious. But how do they explain it to you in a way that we'd understand?
It's basically there's treatment for him, but it's the treatment is like it's an ongoing thing. They can tweak it every month, so they can't. It isn't written down in black and white.
Yeah.
It's just how you respond to the treatment, and the next stage after you've like the tests that they have on him, the bone marrow tests. Determine what route you go down for the next stage of treatment.
So what we're doing at Global on Saturday, this is through the auspices of our sister station Capital Extra, is trying to encourage as many people as possible to come and register as potential new stem cell donors. They're trying to get as many people to register as possible. It may be that one of them turns out to be a match for Tommy.
Well, that's what we're hoping for, but
of course,
obviously we know that the odds are very slim.
Why is that?
It's just the odds of getting an unrelated donor for Tommy. See, it's a lot better chance if he had brothers or sisters, which he doesn't have. But an unrelated donor is I'm not quite sure of the odds, but they're astronomical.
And this is partly because of his ethnicity, because you're these phrases that you're white Northern European,
that's me.
Dad, and Mum is Black African Caribbean.
That's right.
And this makes the likelihood or the ease of finding a match much harder.
Right now, there's a 20% chance of us finding a match for him because on the match register at the moment, there's only 3% of them are of mixed heritage. Of a mixed heritage background, which is why we're just looking for, as you said before, anybody who is white, Northern European, black, Afro or African, or if you are a mix of the two, to come down and register tomorrow. But also, if anybody of any background needs to come down, because this isn't just about Thomas. There's a lot of other people out there that need their support and need help.
Of course there is. And it's here in Leicester Square at Global headquarters.
Between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
So everybody welcome, but particularly if you are at a loose end tomorrow, particularly if you are mixed race. That just gives it
mixed race, black, white, it doesn't matter. I think you find that for Tommy's makeup, it could be a completely white person that would be could be a match, or a complete black person it could be a match. It doesn't have to be a mix, but the odds are a mix would be better.
So just come down, come one, come twice, everybody pile down.
And it's an easy test.
What does it involve, Nigel?
It's basically the initial test is just a swab of the cheek, inside the cheeks, and then you send it away. You fill out an application form, and that's it. You go on the register, and then if in the future you are a match for anyone, there's another test, which is basically it's like it's like giving blood. So
got you.
It's a straightforward, easy test, and to be honest, most people that go on the register are never it's so rare to be a match for someone, but it's just good to know that you're on there and you have potentially saved someone's life.
You can find out more and get some of your queries answered by going to the website aclt.org. I'm a little late for the news. Can you just tell them that I'm going to be? I'm not going to hurry this. Dad to dad, what's it like when you find out that this is
Just
parking in your life?
Living nightmare. I've been, well, me and Max have just been living at the hospital at Great Ormond Street, which I must say have been tremendous to us. And we've just been camping out there for the last 3 months, to and from now. It's just horrendous.
And no real light at the end of the tunnel, just the possibility of light, Maxine, rather than an actual light.
You know, we try and stay, you know, really positive about this.
Of course you do.
In particular around Tommy, as Nigel said, you know, we do take each step at a time, each course, you know, of chemotherapy at a time. But it would be such a relief to know, you know, that there is a match for him should that time ever arise that, you know, he does need.
Does he know how poorly he is? How do you play that as a mum?
How do you play that? We tell him, you know, he knows that there are good blood cells and there are bad blood cells, and, you know, the treatment that he receives is to, you know, get rid of all those bad blood cells. He can be back on his feet and running around and just being the amazing 4-year-old that he is, you know, but have a quality life, you know.
What sort of little boy is he, Nigel?
He's he bounces off the walls normally. He won't sit down to do anything. Yeah, he's just running around all the time. But he started off in the hospital. He couldn't walk. He was bedridden. He was in pain. He wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink. But now there's a vast improvement. The chemotherapy is doing its job to start with. But like I say, he's got another bone marrow test on Tuesday, so we know a bit more from Tuesday. The next step.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's about 2,000 people in the UK, isn't it, every year who need a stem cell transplant or a bone marrow transplant from a stranger. It's usually their last chance of survival. Somebody is diagnosed with blood cancer every 20 minutes, which is it's a chilling statistic, but perhaps not as powerful as the simple story that you've told us. I would urge absolutely anybody who's in town tomorrow or able to get into town, come to Leicester Square, come to Global Radio. You can't miss us. We're in the bottom left-hand corner of the square as you come out of the tube station, and sign up for this drive to register potential new stem cell donors. Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Would you? And let us know if there's anything else we can do.
Thanks a lot.
Seriously, Nigel.
Anyone can check out our Twitter account.
Carry on. Of course.
Hashtag Match for Tommy.
Hashtag Match for
or the
Tommy.
page, or his Facebook page, Match for Tommy.
Well, I'll start retweeting the hell out of that for you as well. I
Thank
really
you.
will. All right, Maxine, Nigel, you take care. God
Thanks
bless.
very much.